break one of the bands or what?
I don't think so. Hey, when it starts up, it might be a little loud.
This is From the Big House to the Penthouse podcast. Stories of addiction and recovery. The lie is dead. We do recover.
Ricky!
Yo.
Man, everybody, welcome back to another episode of From the Big House to the Penthouse. Stories of addiction and recovery.
Especially recovery.
Yeah.
Right.
As always, your host is Ricky Cruz.
Yes, and my co-host, Raul Moreno. Raul, what's up, man?
I've been trying to, our schedules have been conflicted.
Yeah, man, I know. It's been one thing or another, man. Did we just go through Christmas or what did we go by, man? It's just like
we went through Christmas,
a
New Year's,
landslide or something.
It was like everything all in one, man.
I know. I called you a couple times, man, and you were like, hey, man, I'm on the other line, man. Let me call you back. And then I called you back, and then you're like on another line, man. And then we've been passing each other like two selling ships, man. What's going on in your life, bro?
Man, things have been busy, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, but busy good.
Busy good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went to a function the other day, man, and I saw your homeboy, what's it, David M.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. I said, hey, what's Raul, man? He's been just chilling at home and doing this, that, and the third, man. And I said, hey, well, I expected to see you there, but I guess you didn't show up. You didn't come by.
I didn't. What was I doing? It was Tuesday, right?
It was Tuesday. No. Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday.
It was Sunday night. Yeah, you spent a lot of time with your girls on the weekends, I think, right?
I was with my daughter, probably. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man, I don't remember.
Playing hopscotch like me, man, but I paint my nails with my daughter. I still got them going, man. I still got the nails going.
You did it again?
I did it again, man. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that Ozzy Osbourne look, man. Hey, dude. So we skipped a couple of episodes, man. I had something going on the week before last, and then last weekend we actually, not to talk about business, but we've got this big thing going on here at the shop, man. We're adding more equipment and we're adding this, which has been taking a lot of my time. So I had to cancel the last one because I had some things come up with that.
I saw the pictures, man.
That's
awesome.
But
growth is good.
Growth, and growth. Whenever you're not expanding sideways, my body. And that's a good thing. When just keeping that one low, but keeping the business growing. But listen, man, without delay. Hey, listen, I've got a great guest for us today, Raul.
Man.
Yeah, special guest, man. Let me. I'm gonna introduce him. His name is Edgar Banda. That's a pretty cool name. Sounds like a band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's in a band, un pinche corrido, vato. But Edgar, listen, man, he joined us. I thought he had a great story, man, and I invited him to come over to visit with us, and he accepted.
Yeah.
In fact, he came all the way from Rosenberg, man. Rosenberg, Texas.
Damn.
Rosenberg, Texas, man. Edgar, introduce yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. Come on in. Step up to the plate, man. Step up to the mic. Yeah, don't be shy. That's Raul's job.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I say?
You say whatever you want, man. You're a pinch poke. You owe me a Coke. Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a straight off Mexican. I'm gonna say like.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You're like me then. There's two. You too?
I've
Okay.
been here in the United States for 13 years.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
I went through some things during those 13 years. One of them was an addiction. I was addicted to marijuana for, I would say, like 10. I went off maybe like 2 or 3 times.
So let me ask you this. So you've been here in the United States for 13 years. And out of those 13 years, you've been addicted to marijuana. So 10. So for 10 years, so you never smoked marijuana in Mexico?
No.
No. How old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32. So you've been here for 29 years. Is that my math right? 29. You were 29? No.
No, I was.
Wait a minute.
I was barely 18.
You were 18.
Yeah.
You're right. My math is way off. I'm not a mechanic. You've been here. You were here for 13 years, but when you were in Mexico, you didn't smoke marijuana. No, and that's where the good stuff is. And then you didn't ever smoked it there. You had it. It was easier to
Oh.
come by here.
I don't really want to say why I did not.
Why you didn't do it in Mexico? Okay, well, no problem. You know, you don't have to say why, but you didn't.
I mean, if you want me to say yes,
You don't have to. I'm just
say
you know.
what you want, man.
Yeah, you just say what you want. Whatever you look, man. This is a platform, Edgar. You feel comfortable. Talk about what you want to talk about. You don't have to talk about what you don't want to talk about. It's everything's cool, right? Here's the reason that we want to hear your story. You want to hear. I know that you're trying to stay clean now. You've got some clean time. Well, how much time you got?
I would say
Since May of last year, which is what do the math, because we all know I ain't worth a shit for math. That's from 5, that's 5, 12. I mean, 7, 8, 9. Probably you're about 9 months clean, 9 or 10 months clean. So no marijuana, no drinking, no nothing, just pure life for what, 9 months, roughly.
Yes, 9 months.
9 months. I'm gonna tell you, man, that's a miracle, bro. That's a miracle. That's a congratulations. I have to say that.
One of the things that has helped me, like the withdrawals, is really hard sometimes.
The what is?
The withdrawals.
Okay, the withdrawals
Yeah,
from
like,
marijuana.
Yes.
Okay, so just marijuana, no drinking, no coke, no nothing.
I didn't, like, I'm gonna say this. I was more a smoker than
The drinker. You like to smoke.
Yes.
Right.
I was like Cheech and Chong probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next movie, you seen the next movie?
Oh yeah.
You seen them all? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got high watching them, probably, right? That's the best way to
yes,
watch them, man.
probably
Well, you know what, Edgar? I'm gonna tell you, I this is something that I don't understand, man, is how anybody can love marijuana. I can't dig it. I don't understand it. Then again, you're talking to a person, man, that I love. My thing is going up. I mean, I love to speed. I love that feeling of the adrenaline, the coke, whenever I do a line and just, man, it just, or I smoke something, man, I just love that. The other marijuana for me, it made me paranoid. Paranoid.
Yes.
It'd be like, and I didn't like that feeling, man. I didn't like it. So I can't relate to it, right? When people tell me, man, they love it. And some people do. Look, I have some friends that they smoke marijuana they were young. I mean, we were in junior high school, and probably even elementary, but they would say, hey, look, man, I wake up in the morning, they had to smoke a joint just to feel normal. And if they didn't smoke, they didn't feel normal. They were in a bad mood. They smoking weed made them feel, it brought them to a neutral level, right?
Right.
Was that you, Edgar? I mean, do you mind explain to me, tell me your day, and if you don't mind, of the smoker that you were, what went on in your day from the morning when you got up?
Like, it was like pretty much you started like just curiosity, and then from there I met the mother of my kids. She was smoked.
She smoked too.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that kind of, I guess I'm gonna say this. It kind of make you to the circle people that used to smoke, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So from there, it just stays there. I try another things. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I just stick to marijuana, and then I like what you just said that makes you paranoid. Yes, it does.
Marijuana.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It made you a paranoid too?
Yes.
Did you like that feeling?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yeah.
Because anxiety attacks.
Anxiety. But I heard that with marijuana, not to be saying marijuana, but promoting it. Yeah, we're not promoting it, but I was curious because some people have smoked marijuana. They said that it helps their anxiety. Is that, or was that the opposite for you?
Mine got to the opposite.
Yeah, it would make you anxious.
I did synthetic, and I have a bad trip.
Dude, yeah.
What is it?
The synthetic marijuana, dude. That's bad. That is bad, man. I heard.
It was really bad that day.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I was sitting. There was 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was with my eyes closed, so I was falling asleep. I don't know, but I can see the guy talking in front of me. You can see the shadow back and forth, and I know he was walking around because I can hear.
Mm-hmm.
My ex is sitting on my lap, and I just start hear another voice.
Yeah, really.
I feel like I was in space.
Wow.
I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Like it got to some weird voice. I hear something weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It was just weird, like something. I don't know.
Yeah.
From there, I don't even remember how we got home. We were scared, and I know it was not even that far from where we were to where we're living. And It felt like it was
Mhm.
forever. I got there, started throwing up. I didn't went to the next day to go to work.
Just the marijuana. No
No,
drinking, no tequila, no nothing. Just
no.
marijuana.
At that time, it was synthetic. What we did
Synthetic,
what we
right,
did
right,
there, yeah.
right. Let me ask you this, Edgar. I would like to let me take you back a little bit, man, in time. Whenever, because you said that you were in the States 13 years, but 10 of those years you smoked. So you were here for were you here for 3 years before you started smoking? No. So was it
Pretty much at the beginning.
when since you got here?
Well, when I first came, I live in New Jersey for like 8-9 months.
Okay.
I came down probably around November
Uh-huh.
the year, and then I met my ex maybe around the summer.
Is she the one that got you smoking?
No, somebody else.
Okay.
I work with this guy in landscape.
So tell me, lead us to that. How when you didn't smoke before, lead us to if you don't mind, bring us
Yes.
back to the time where that would have led up to that.
Like, I'm probably gonna say one thing. You know why I try it.
Right.
I didn't did it when I was up there in Mexico. Reason.
Right.
I was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
We
In Mexico or here?
over there.
Okay.
We cannot do that.
Right.
because Drug tests and all that stuff
Mhm.
goes on.
It's like that over there. Well, so you grew up in Mexico and
Yes.
you were in the army
Yes.
in Mexico.
Yes.
And how explain that? What
I went when I was 15.
Mhm.
I was 15.
yeah.
To the military.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about and
And
Just like that. They don't that's the way it is.
well, I heard, I can really say with units and all that stuff.
yeah.
All that stuff because it's kind of
yeah.
I have heard 13 and 12
Right.
Wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
before they go into the military.
Yeah, I heard
I
about
did the
that
same
too.
thing that most of the guys do.
Yeah.
If you're underage, you have to have this letter.
Mhm.
It has to have the sign. It has to have the signs for both of your parents.
Mhm.
So I'll falsificate all the signs.
Mhm.
Put it in and-
Vámonos. Mhm.
So that's what I mean. Since I was little, I like that stuff.
Right.
So you did how many years in the army? 3 years? So I got a question. So you never experimented with drugs or anything
No.
while you
No.
were in service?
Okay, this is the thing. Since our job is to like eradicate opium fields
Uh-huh.
and marijuana fields, we cannot do that. There's actually, during training and during time, people does it. I know every soldier on the units, platoons or divisions, all that stuff.
So y'all would destroy it.
We will destroy it. Yeah, it was our job, eradication, pretty
Mhm.
much.
Mhm. So, tell us about about that friend of yours. How you guys started smoking here?
Okay.
So you're in Mexico. You never up to when you came, all your young life, you never smoked, did any drugs, nothing. You come to the United States and fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Well, I would say yes.
No. I mean, excuse the beep. There's you're late. Yeah, call. Yeah. So you come to the United States and you get high. Tell us how that happened. How your friend? Tell us how that you led up to that, man. Break it down to us.
He told me that he was doing it right.
They smoking weed.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I was not. It was not even too far from here. It was probably right here somewhere. He was staying close. I used to work landscape here in Berlin before. He invited me to his room. He was renting a hotel room somewhere. I forgot which one it was.
Mhm.
But it's not too close. It's not too far from here. Well, anyways, get there, start rolling. Say,
Mhm.
we're gonna try this.
Mhm.
I said, okay. Try it. Choking. I never smoked cigarettes. I never did all that stuff. I mean,
And you caught a buzz.
kind of buzz. Yeah, kind of buzz. And then
So
from
what did you
there-
feel? What did you feel when you caught that buzz? What was did you like it? Did you enjoy it or you weren't too sure?
I wasn't not too sure.
You weren't
to
too
be
sure. You're
honest,
just
no.
like, man, what's this? Right?
And then from there, when probably before I met my ex, maybe I didn't even buy a big amount into
Just a little bit.
just a little bit, and then once in here, I was not like into when I actually moved with her, start doing it every day. Since I wake up and
With your wife, your girl. Was she
my
was
ex.
she was smoking or you're the one that got her?
no, she was already.
She was already smoking.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well-
you just joined the crowd with her. You're like, and now you fit in with her. Now you have something in common, huh?
Yeah.
Let's smoke a doobie, right? Let's smoke a doobie and get freaky. I can see it now, man. I can see it now. Look, and I say this, and even though I know it's funny, and to me it's hilarious, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. With my choice of drugs, and I don't know who's listening, but with my choice of drug, my poison that I love, right? The cocaine, smoking it, dude. I associated it with sex. I did, man. I mean, whenever I got high, man, I did. When and a lot of addicts will say the same thing. You know what I mean? It intensified the this and that and the colors and this and it's just I did. So and then so let me go back to your. I don't want to take up the space. I mean the time because I know you're in the middle of your story. So you came home. He said, "Hey, well, babe, guess what, man? I smoked a doobie today, man, and it was amazing." She was like, "Come on, man, I got something else for you, man." No, or how did that go? Whenever you came, because if you were with your girl, she was smoking and you hadn't smoked with her.
When during the transition from when the guy into when I think I already met her. I believe so, yeah. So we were talking for like 3 months, and then she just told me. Like from here, living in Southeast, all the way to Rosenberg, she took me over there.
She took you?
Yeah. She came and picked me up. And I was staying with her at her mom's house. And just there pretty much every day. Sometimes, I mean, that was kind of
after work.
Yeah.
After did you ever smoke during work or in the mornings? Did you ever get up in the mornings and smoke?
You know, actually, that got after, like
after work.
Maybe I would say maybe a couple years ago,
4
or 5 years ago. That's when I started actually at work because I was a guy they actually worked with us who would smoke. They pretty much a lot of people that have been around for the time that I've been here. When they had so pretty much I was around the circle. A lot of friends of mine, stuff like that. People that I know that I met, they did it
during the day.
During the day, or when like.
I don't see how anybody can function high, man. I just can't see it.
Then, you know, this thing came up. You know, I didn't even know this. What it was 420.
What thing came? Oh, the 420.
The
yeah,
420.
yeah.
So
yeah.
here we go.
Right. Yeah. Now a 420, we're in fucking trouble. Yeah.
Living on
fucking 420.
Living on city limits, close to the highway. 2012.
Right.
Around my birthday. This is the bad part. Around my birthday.
Wait a minute. Wait. Back to training. What? So you were getting high, right? Around 420.
420.
Okay, your birthday is 421 or what?
No.
419.
May 6 is my birthday.
Okay.
Around that time, there, one morning, around maybe.
Okay.
1 morning, 7. I don't know.
Somebody knocks at your door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was asleep.
Okay. So what happens?
Police.
The police came to your house. What happened?
Long story short, some guy my ex brought into the house was apparently criminal running for the law. And
wait a minute. Wait,
yeah.
your girl brought a fugitive into your house.
We don't know what he was doing. He just called her and say, "Hey, I need a place to stay." So
right. Was he in there when he was still staying there?
He got picked up down the street.
Okay.
So they brought him in to make sure that he was staying there.
So
I don't know what was going on at the time. I don't know. Probably at that time I didn't even know how fluent English. Well, know the words like
right.
But they came in. I wake up. I run to the front door. I was mad. Just police start coming
inside the house, right?
And I was like, "Why are you guys?"
I've been going out the fucking window. You go towards him, I'll be flying out the fucking window. Right? Yeah.
I just wake up.
Sure.
I saw flashlights everywhere. And next thing you know, I get in the guns.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I ain't gonna do anything. I ain't gonna go try and pick off a fight, baby
right.
has guns,
Yeah, and flashlights.
Yeah. So, now you see there, they put me right there on the table, on the kitchen table, right there. Everybody with handcuffs.
Boom, boom, right.
We didn't even know what was going on.
Right.
And then they brought the guy, the guy that was staying there, another officer brings it in and says, "Did these guys stay here with you?" I say, "Yes." How long he was staying there? I say maybe a month. Search the house.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They found pot.
Yeah. But he was doing something else.
He was doing coke.
No, he was breaking in people's houses.
He was stealing shit.
He
He
was
was
stealing-
right. So they found
Yeah.
stolen material too.
There was a long story short. I remember when I went to jail, it was a big list
Right.
on the board where they have in there, and then I'm just looking. I saw my name in there. It was my name. My ex went there too, and the guy's name right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, all the charges there was
Mm.
all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. They didn't even question me too much.
So you got in trouble.
They just took me in.
Yeah,
Yes, they
yeah.
took me in. Spent a couple of days in jail.
Uh-huh.
Got out. Went to court. Since my immigration status is not as brightest, so
Not, what do you mean?
I'm not going to go to detail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, so I went to court, and I noticed before I went to court, my ex keeps telling me, "Hey, you need to go on the run." I said, "Why do I have to go on the run?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not.
I didn't do nothing.
I
Right.
ain't
Yeah.
doing nothing."
Yeah. The guy was living with me.
Yeah,
Right.
the guy was staying with us. I don't know into when I went to actually to court is when I saw what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
They
When you went
wanted
where?
to court
Okay.
because the lawyer that we have there raw the case.
Right.
All the information they got put in there. So that's when I realized what was going on.
Mhm.
So I just look at her and I say, even that guy didn't show up to court.
Mm-hmm.
He went to prison for it.
Mm-hmm.
He was already
For that case. Now let me ask you this, and not so you can incriminate yourself in case I don't want to protect you in case the judge is looking. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop you there, man. Look, let's talk. And not for anything, but what would be interesting for me to know is how marijuana changed your life for the worse. How did you know? How did you know that marijuana, the drugs was affecting your life in a negative? When did you wake up and go, "Hey, listen, man, something's not right here, man. I'm staying up with this chick, and we're smoking weed at night, we're smoking weed during the day now. I'm smoking weed in the morning, and I'm just losing interest in life. I'm not calling my people. I'm not, Because let me give you an example with me. Here's my thing, and I don't know if I've showed y'all my shot of what I look like. What drugs did to me, man. Drugs took a lot from me, through Edgar. Drugs took a lot from me. It took me away from my family. It took time away from my family, the people that I love. I neglected a lot of things. I neglected myself. I wouldn't get a haircut. I wouldn't shave. Sometimes I wouldn't shower for a couple of days, man. So drugs, especially cocaine, did a number on me, man. It turned me into a person that I could not. It turned me into a person that my family, my friends, man, really despised. And all that, to me, man, it put something in me. It made me feel disgusting about myself. I couldn't stand myself, man, because I was doing these things. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something, man. One time on a Christmas, I'm gonna give you this little story or this thing. One time around Christmas time, when I was in the middle of it, this is about 12 years ago, I sold my kids presents under the tree. Yeah, I sold them to get dope, because I bought them presents. I had them wrapped up and had them underneath the thing. Christmas goes on. You start shopping around, November. I saw people before then, right?
December 23rd.
Yeah, you're December 24th. Yeah, sometimes. But at that time, I think I had been shopping earlier, right? And there was Christmas trees, and I just one night, man, I finally had gone through a bunch of money weeks in, man, and then I sold the Christmas presents, man. And my kids had no Christmas presents that Christmas. It's kind of fun. I chuckle on it a little bit because it's kind of funny, but it was sad, man.
It was sad at the time.
Yeah, it was, but it's funny now. I can talk about it. So I'm interested to hear how drugs, marijuana, to be more specific, how it affected your life to when you went, man, I can't do this anymore, man. What something's going on with me. Tell us about that.
For me, it was when my ex threw me out of the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got into a big argument, and then she already have told me, and since we got kids and stuff, she said, you cannot live in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me that I was bad. It's just sometimes I would I would yell a lot.
You get upset. Yeah. You should light your fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women can do that.
Yeah. And then
so women can do that.
What is crazy?
That
day,
mm-hmm.
I was doing a custom. I custom paper guns sometimes here and there.
Mm.
I was doing for one of my friends, and she told me she went mad on me because we live in the country all the time. We already have a house. We're talking about buying this house. We were in it first, and then we were gonna buy it. So, anyways, she just came outside. She was mad about something. I don't know what it was. All that I used, remember? She came to the extension cords on my tools, and it started knocking things left and right, and I just went mad. So she told me you have to go. So I just left my phone, where it was Crocs, muscle short, and shorts. I went down the street. I live in the country. One of my friends that I know lived on the street, so I called him. He picked me up. So the next morning, I went used to get close to go to work, and that was it. Then the same day I got out of work, I went to pick up some of my stuff at the house, and then from there I went to. That's when I pretty much decided to stop.
Why did she get mad at you?
She got mad because it was late at night, and you live in the country. I mean, the neighbors are not too close, anyways. But I guess it was just an excuse for being mad because I was.
Hey, when you're saying marijuana, or do you mean the synthetic or both?
No, I just about the trip when I was telling you what happened. It was just me trying it. It was not like I was never using that. Marijuana did it the whole time, 10 years, yeah. And from there, got kicked out, got one of my friends, and I come stay with him a couple of weeks. From there, pretty much the whole time I wasn't smoking anything. I didn't do anything, and then here we go. I went a little bit crazy. I ended up in a mental hospital, and I was there for about a week, I believe so. Yeah, and then
what do you think caused you to get a little to get that anxiety or whatever happened to you with your mind? You think it was a synthetic marijuana?
Probably synthetic, and a lot of people has told me since where marijuana comes, they spray all these chemicals on the checkpoints. They can pass through so the dogs don't smell it. They don't know what is in there no more.
Well, synthetic marijuana. I've heard I've had some people really go kind of a little crazy on that stuff, man.
It was real popular when I was in the military because
the synthetic stuff.
Yeah, because you couldn't piss for it.
Right.
You never piss out.
They used to sell it in the corner stores, didn't they?
Yeah.
What they called it? What did they call that stuff? They call it
Kush.
Huh? Kush. Yeah. They used to sell it like in these little packages, man. And you're right, Kush. I remember that now. When I was in rehab, they were selling that. There was a corner store, man, that was selling it there near my rehab. And all those young guys were going over there and getting that shit.
Eloy knew right off the bat.
Kush, pinche Eloy. I knew you've been smoking that shit, Eloy. I knew it. Something told me.
He said he did, but he didn't inhale.
What's up, Evie? What's up, girl? When you coming back? Oh, there's Evie, man.
Yeah. Hey, I got a lot of questions for Evie. We need to have her back.
I know, right? And, there's Evie. What's up, Evie?
I'll be here this time. Yeah.
Read some of these comments, man. Let's see. Chrissy says, hey, what's up, Edgar? We got okay, something. I love you. Ricky, she loves me. I'm studying. Keep studying, Chrissy. Keep studying. Elo says, what is he? Carrie Scott. What did Carrie Scott? What didn't she?
She's gonna be on the show.
She's gonna be on the show. Yeah, you're bringing her on.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring her. She's good people, man.
Yeah, you met her?
She was in Veterans Court with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she that day did you graduate that day that you was there?
Oh shit, she did.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw her. Did you talk to her or no? I'm not sure.
Maybe she didn't. She didn't, but she was there.
After I finished his judge comes up and she introduces herself to me. I was like, "Oh, you're the one he's been talking all bad about."
She was there, but she didn't graduate, but she was there.
She was there?
Yeah, I think she's graduated from the program now.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. But she's good people.
She is. She sounds amazing. Did she share her story or you went and shared your story over there? Thanks for the invitation, dog.
Well, it was kind of like a last minute thing, man. Yeah. But it was.
Well, I like last minute things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
heard about
cool,
that,
man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I like that. That was different for me.
So, okay, I just want to reach out a couple. Did you ask Edgar the comment about when he's saying marijuana
Yeah,
is
yeah,
meaning
yeah.
synthetic? So you were smoking both, right?
I just did it maybe
The synthetic or the real one, the real stuff
the real stuff. I did it for 10
for
10 years straight,
okay,
and synthetic it was just
3 years.
not
No?
even 3 years. Now it was just here and there,
Mhm.
like, and then I ain't gonna lie,
He
I
got a
got
bad
like-
trip.
I got 2 more after
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
One time,
You didn't learn?
You didn't learn the
Well,
first time, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
All right, all
once
right.
you are on the circle, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of hard to, yeah.
So okay, so your girlfriend, she threw you out. Did she throw you out because you were getting high all the time? That
Nah,
wasn't why
we
she
got
threw
an
you out.
into-
So I'm
we
a
got
little
an- We got into big.
okay. I'm
That's-
still a little confused. So why did you quit smoking? Why did you get into
why I quit smoking?
why?
Because I know that was I just hate that person. How was
What did it make you do? What person did it turn you into? Right?
because I look back when I did it,
Uh-huh.
and I was more happy.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Omar-
before you did it?
No, yeah, before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Before
Uh-huh.
that I did it. It was I don't know how to explain.
You
it.
were a different person.
Yes, and then
In which way were you a different person?
He said he was jollier, happier.
I was more happier. Like
Without it or with it?
and I was like no paranoia. I didn't have to worry about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Right,
because I know,
right.
Like
Right.
my subconscious.
Yeah, right.
And then I start looking one day, looking kind of, and I say, nah,
Yeah, this ain't for me.
nah, this
And you just left it caught you just white knuckled it, you just quit one
like
day?
I did, you just start-
Yeah.
But I think that time when I was running up on the hospital, I think I was dealing with withdrawals, and I didn't know that.
Mm.
I got Bruce right here says I almost died on that synthetic. So
Did you ever feel anything like that? Anything like close to death or any kind of
Well-
horrible hallucinations? Because
When I was telling you that I was sitting and I could see the guy talking, and probably my eyes were closed, I could see the guy moving back and forth. He was probably from here to the end of the wall,
Mhm.
right here in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's still what I was trying to figure it out, but I can hear this voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I can even understand what he was saying. I don't know. They were when they were talking to each other,
Mm-hmm.
but I know my ex got the same, feel the same.
Yeah.
But she already have been diagnosed with anxiety.
She was already crazy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. She was already
Hey,
crazy.
we got a question said what caused him to go into the mental hospital? Was he using the synthetic?
No.
No. His old lady caused him to go to the mental
Nah,
hospital.
Probably since you kicked me out, I don't know where I was getting up. I didn't have no vehicle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I was just the guy on the couch.
Mhm.
I was
Your friend, you were staying on his couch? Yeah.
No, I stayed there and then I went to an empty house. We just finished remodeling.
Uh-huh.
I used to do a remodel
Yeah.
where I work 8 years for a realtor.
Mhm.
So I didn't have a vehicle. She got everything. So I'm there just on an air mattress.
Like in an empty house,
Yes,
abandoned
an
house that you were
empty house,
that you were
yes.
remodeling.
Yes.
You just threw a couch, an air mattress there, and lived there.
And live there, yeah. And I just did a little bit work, and then from there I was gonna go to another. We got maybe 3 or 4 rental houses.
You have any family here?
On Rosenberg? No,
No.
and I'm not the type of person that will call family.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
Oh, right.
Did you get probation at all when you got in when you
When I got in trouble, I just went to court and put time served.
Mhm.
time served?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because, with the immigration lawyer, I have to talk to him with his recommendation.
Mhm.
Yeah, he told me I can go back and expunge it. I haven't ever done that.
How long did you sit in there?
On jail, it was probably 4 days.
Oh, that's not. I mean, that's bad, but it's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
When I was there in county, I was waiting for the white bus to show up.
Oh shit, yeah. You know about that white bus,
Oh
huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
I already ride it one time. Yeah, I don't want to ride it again.
Yeah,
No,
that's the
no.
bus they don't want to ride, man.
What bus is that?
Shit, the one from from the city to county,
Oh, city.
or
to
from the
county.
county to prison.
No, like
Yeah,
it's
to the
like
bee
me.
farm.
No,
Shit.
it's like me grab.
Yeah. Oh, that
Oh,
one.
that
Oh,
bus,
that
that
one.
bus,
Oh, that's
yeah.
the white dove, dog. That's the white dove. I know that. That's another one. That's the white dove.
No, that's the one that comes for all the Mexicans. So
Yeah.
I was riding that one.
White
I'll
dove.
be the crazy one in here. So
So yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I don't want to get on no white bus.
You don't want to get no white dove with a white dove in the front of it. You know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
off of it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. One time, I have to say this story. I had this tia, right? That they did come illegally, right? So they were coming on the airplane, right? Mi tía, I hope they're not watching, but I'm sure they're not watching. Mi tía Lancho and mi tío Lalo, Leon, they were coming through the airport, right? They were going to ride the plane. They were coming illegally, and they were coming. I don't know if it was with my mom or my dad. I think they were coming with my mom and my dad, and they were using my other uncle's papers, right? So my aunt and my uncle are coming illegal in there on the airlines with my mom and dad using false papers.
Yeah.
The Migración has a line of people that they already caught, and they've got them sitting along the wall. Oh, my tia, she's a little dingbat. She goes over there, and when they're waiting for something, she goes over there and sits with them, with the ones that are busted already.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Come over here, man." It's just a funny story, you know. And then my dad was
Telling
shitting
on-
bricks.
telling-
Yeah,
Did they get by?
they got by. Yeah. Shit, man. I'm talking about this about 30 years ago, you know, when before the 9/11 and
Yeah.
all this bullshit going on. But anyway, that story was funny.
That's what's up,
But
man.
yeah, so you were crashing at your clients. What you were working for a realtor that was building homes, and those homes, they had a lot of them have electricity in them and water and all that.
Yes.
And then they just don't have, they're not finished. So you would throw a couch and an air mattress
It was already finished.
Right.
They already have floors and everything.
and
All
but they weren't sold. They were just like they weren't.
They were rental properties.
Okay.
That's what we did.
Oh,
Rental-
okay.
rental properties.
Oh, they were probably all right. Yeah. And you would
So,
stay there for like a couple days or a week or a month or
I
what?
was there for maybe about say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sleeping.
No.
No, I wasn't sleeping at all.
What were you doing?
On nightmares.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't hardly sleep. So you were
Yeah.
going through some
I
stuff.
don't-
You were going
I-
through some mental stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout my lifetime, military stuff had to do with it. A lot of things.
So let me back that up, and I would like for you to ask him some questions. I mean, Raul, does any of this spark any questions for you about military and mental mental stuff that he was going through? Do you have any questions on that?
Oh man, there's a lot. So you struggle with PTSD?
No.
No.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I know
What is it?
Mm.
Well, Mama, I know somebody that has it. My cousin, real close.
Yeah.
I'm real close to her.
What does it mean? What does this stand? PTSD?
It's,
Post traumatic stress disorder.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. Well, this is not everybody will understand this part, but I would say it. Even you can get it used for a car accident too. It cannot really have to just. It activates a lot of different ways, like for civil people, but in the military, like you're always on the run, pretty much. There's
Yeah.
no time to rest. You always have to be like this.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't know how it works. And like when you said you were in the army in Mexico, y'all don't go nowhere else, right? Like y'all don't go out of the country, or
No.
or y'all?
We do a lot of training.
Yeah.
Like
Well, y'all got a lot to battle
I
there.
went to the special forces.
Yeah.
That's what I went.
Okay.
Mhm.
As a commando.
Mm-hmm.
I went to as an officer. I went to sergeant school. So a lot of training. Some of them training like about 3 months on the woods.
Yeah.
3 months on the desert. 3 months on the water.
Shit, dog scared me.
Yeah. Well, I was going for the Green Beret.
Right.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
And I like guns, so
Mhm.
I pretty much that's what I went. Especially that's a school that's specialized in weapon systems, pretty
Mhm.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a sergeant school.
That's
Mm.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were dealing with you were dealing with some you were staying at these houses for weeks at a time, and these were pretty nice houses. They were okay. They were finished, but they were rental properties. They weren't rented yet. And as soon as somebody had it was rented already. Did your boss know you were staying there?
Yes.
They did. They were okay with you staying there.
He actually offered me to stay there
Okay,
because he know that I didn't have nowhere to go.
right.
And in the past, he already thrown me out a couple of times.
Yeah.
She did. She had thrown you out.
Yes.
Why?
Just arguing.
Oh, your
Oh,
boss.
no,
with your
his,
boss.
No,
his
no.
girl.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about your boss. Did your boss know
Yeah.
you were staying there at those houses?
Yes,
They
yes,
did.
yes, yes.
Okay.
He actually offered. I said, during the time that you stay here, there's gonna be a couple of things that we're not gonna fix them.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna buy them,
Mhm.
the material, whatever we need, and you do it. But
Okay.
on your free time, on weekends, whatever, how you want to do after work, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're gonna pay the rent to staying here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
then
Did you get high in those houses?
no,
No.
She's, is it Alma?
Yeah.
She said you guys are great, but I think y'all should have some women recovery vibes as well.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, I'm going to send you an invitation to join the show. Are you in? If you know anyone, any women in recovery,
The email is
yeah.
right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Be sure.
And if you're in recovery, join us. We'd like to hear your story. Anybody that knows anybody that's in recovery, 1 day, 2 days, 2 years, 4 years, 10 years, give us a call. Reach out to me or Raul. We'd be happy to hear your story. We'd love to hear everybody's stories. Just like Edgar's story is very interesting, man. We visited from his girlfriend, having having the relationship and problems like all of us have. We all have, good relationship, and then they turn sour, and then they're good, and then they kick us out. We kick them out. We love, we hate, we lose, we gain, right? All that stuff. And then, but a lot of the times, if y'all are like me, Raul, and possibly Edgar, there's been drugs in our lives, right? And that, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when I I used to tell this cat, man, that at the very least, like drinking for me was a crutch, man. Because drinking, when I drank too much, Edgar, when I drank, I always drank too much. Here's the thing. One thing I noticed about myself, man, anything that I do, so there's something about me that I have a compulsive, what's how does it go? I have a compulsive disorder. I obsess about things, man. If I
Everything
like
you do, you
everything,
do to
I
the
have an
fullest.
obsessive compulsive disorder. That's what it is. That's the how it rolls off the tongue, dude. I've noticed something about me when I was a young guy, real young, and I think I've shared this with Raul. Was that, dude, when I drank, Edgar, I always drank too much, and I knew Friday about 4 or 5 in the afternoon when I got off work, there was like this energy in the air, man, that I was going to stop at the store. I got off work. I stop at the store, get me two bushes for 99 cents. You ever buy those? Back then, it was 2 bushes for 99. Yeah. Well, these were Bush, the tall boy, 16 ounces, 2 for 99 cents, man, up at the Pearland food store. Hey, bullshit aside, man. 2 of them. Yeah. And I would buy 4 or 6 at a time. So for $3, 107 times 3, right? So I and I would drink those, man. And then I knew as soon as I had that first drink, I knew that there was gonna be some shit. I knew it, man. Either I was gonna tomorrow morning, era peda de seguro that night. As they say, if anybody knows speak a little Spanish, I was gonna get tore up. Anytime I drank, I always drank too much, and it's either I ended up in jail, I offended somebody, or something like that, man. It was always for sure, man. And I loved and I hated that feeling. So I've always had that problem, man. Ever since I knew early on, Edgar, that I had a problem. So it wasn't a surprise to me. Now, getting into recovery, Edgar, to me was you said that you never went into you were never ordered to go to through court, or never ordered to go to any kind of a recovery, either AA or NA. No. Have you ever been? No.
But actually, when my mother-in-law used to go there, so we go.
Your mother-in-law was in recovery for alcohol or drugs?
At one time.
Yeah. At one time. She's cured.
She's not here with us.
Oh, she's not. She's okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That was your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Your mother-in-law. And she's with so you're with someone now. You have a new relationship. No. So that's your ex. That was from your ex. Yeah. Okay. And you had a good relationship with your ex-mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah.
My father-in-law too.
And your father-in-law too. So that was the problem that you had was with your ex. Yeah. Okay. All right. And I see.
No. Hey,
we got a visitor.
Man, finish talking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off.
Oh no, it was just we're talking about his the relationship with his ex, and so whenever she kicked you out that one time, was that the last time you saw her, or y'all got back together again?
No, we never got back together.
That was it.
I can't. Okay, it was 2019. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah, 20. We tried in 2020. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
What did you try to get back together?
Yeah.
And
then
how did y'all try to get back together? You called her up, or she called you up, or how did that go?
It's a lot of things that went down. Okay.
Yeah. Give us the short version.
Okay. Short version.
Yeah.
Throw me out. Maybe I was. August? No, not August. Trying to figure it out. April. April 14th. By August, she's dating somebody else. I have kids with her.
You have kids together?
Yeah.
Oh, you have 2 kids together?
Yeah. And then, yeah.
You never got married, but you had kids
No,
together.
I'm
Right.
glad I never got married. No,
Right.
I have nothing right now. Anyways. When she dated this guy, I don't know how long, and then we start talking again. I guess she broke up with him. I don't know. And then they just went on, and then it wasn't working.
It wasn't the same anymore. You
No,
thought that, so when you were going to get back together, you thought something was, you were going to feel something. Did you think that you were like, well, maybe, maybe this is what I'm missing her. Maybe I need her in my life. And you tried it and you're like, no, man, no.
I'm glad I didn't even move in with her.
Right.
So we went through some things like 2 years ago, I believe so. 2 years ago. Yeah. And I ended up again on the hospital.
Really? After you got back together with her?
But after I finally got on my feet, after I went to the mental hospital, I got out. It took me maybe about a month, month and a half. Got me an apartment. I stayed in the apartment for almost a year. And I quit my job that I have.
Okay. Where you were staying at the where you were staying working for that guy, the remodeler?
Yes.
Okay. And then what'd you do? Get another gig? Another job?
I ended up in the mental hospital.
The third time.
Second time.
Okay, that's the second time, right? And then how long did you stay there? What?
I was there for a month.
So what made you go back to the mental hospital the second time? Why did you take yourself? Did somebody say, hey, dude, listen, man, you need to go and get some help, man. You're going to hurt yourself.
This is what happened. I wake up. And I saw somebody on the front door. And there we go. This Mexican has a gun. So I went outside with the gun and start shooting.
You did?
Yeah. And by the time the police arrived, I was already set up to go to war. I guess I got my tactical vests on, all my gear on. By the time that I realized it. Yeah. That's how quick it was. I don't remember too much of that.
So when the police came, I mean, thank goodness, man, you're still alive, because they would have probably taken you down, right? You surrendered,
When I saw, this is the crazy thing. I felt some things on my body. Dots, warm dots. Probably that's what I was gonna get shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt that. And that's probably when I felt that was some.
Yeah.
I was here. I was on Earth. I was not somewhere else, because I don't remember that time. I don't remember those. I don't even know how fast I went.
So did the police? Did they analyze you? Not analyze you. What do they call that? Did they
interrogate?
No. There's not an interview. There's kind of like they what's it called when you go to the hospital and they do this to you? Well, what I'm saying is that they whenever you there, I'm sure they arrested you or whatever, and then they noticed when they talked to you that you were probably talking a little crazy, and they said there's something wrong with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was still probably talking.
Mental evaluation.
They evaluated you, yeah. And I was gonna leave the mental part out, Raul, but yes, thank you.
I'm reading right here.
Okay, yeah. They evaluated you when you went to jail, or when they arrested him. They said, hey, wait a minute, man, something's going on with this guy. He's just not, he's just not a bad person. He's something's going on within him, right? And and is that when you went to the because after that you went to the mental hospital?
Yeah, and I stayed there for about a month.
Right. Then they try to give you treatment. Try to help you.
Trying to say, well, this is the thing. I was trying to. I don't know how long I was going to be there neither.
Right.
A lot of things got involved. CPS got involved because my kids were with me. That's probably the reason why I went and grabbed the gun and started calling the police, because they were there. I don't know who they were, but I could keep the time for me, when I wake up, I don't even remember what time it was.
Right.
I just remember waking up. My kids were crying. I don't know, they were having nightmares, so they see somebody on the dark. But you can see people, like I don't have the curtains. I only have the mini blinds. And I remember seeing somebody like this part from the face
Mhm.
going to the dark.
Mm.
And there was another window, and then I heard there was a lot of dead leaves around the property, so I can hear somebody, and then I heard somebody running. So I just went outside,
Oh wow.
and then I heard one song noises down the street and stuff,
Mm.
like
Mhm.
somebody running. So I don't
Okay.
know what was going on at that time. So that's all there are. I remember somebody running, and then by the time up there, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. By the time the police got up there, already, I don't even know how many. rounds
So
I shot.
after that, and you spent a month at in the
Yeah.
mental hospital,
Mhm.
and you say you've got 9 months clean right now, right? So you made a decision. Up to then, you were still smoking
I was probably
because you
I
quit
did
in
yeah,
November of
yeah.
last year. I mean, May of last year,
Yes.
right?
But
When
this,
was this?
But this was last year, no, the year before,
Right.
2020. Yeah, 2020. That was in
We're in
2020.
22 now, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm 22 now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in 2020.
Okay.
And then
But before or after May?
before.
Before. So
May,
you were
yeah.
still getting high. You were still
No,
smoking.
at that time, yes.
Uh-huh.
When that happened, the second time when I went to the mental hospital, yes, I was still
Okay.
smoking. And then I quit for a little bit, for a couple months.
Did things get better mentally when you quit or no?
Yes.
They did. So that's how, and now I understand. Now that making sense. You know what I'm saying? The timeline and everything that you're talking about, that why you quit, it wasn't something so much that somebody was saying, hey, listen, man, that you got a problem, man. You need to stop. But within, that's interesting, man. I've never heard this before. Within yourself, you recognized you had a problem and you said, listen, man, this is affecting me mentally. I need to stop. And you stopped. Well, if you now, I'm going to tell you something. And Raul and I have discussed this with other addicts, that a lot of us can stop, but we can't stay stopped. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
It is.
How did you? I want to know, and my audience wants to know how you stayed stopped, because I'm going to tell you too, Edgar. Stopping for one day, Raul, is a miracle, man. For us addicts, stopping for one day. That's when we say, just for today, man. Just for today. We just don't want to get high, right? Just for today. So we live 1 minute, 1 moment, 1 second, 1 day at a time, huh? And so you've got 9 months somewhere. We just kind of calculated the time.
Yeah.
You've got about 9 months. That's amazing, man. I want to congratulate you, bro. That's a big accomplishment, man. And not too many people can say that.
Yeah.
And so, and again, you said to yourself, listen, man, I every time I do this shit, man, it's just taking over my life. And you said, I'm going to stop. And you stop. And you've been stopping so far. Tell us about that.
Yeah, before the second time I went to the mental hospital, I literally smoked a whole pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking, because I saw my children.
Mm-hmm.
My children were around sometimes when I was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's kind of crazy. My son dropped me on the door, on the wall.
He drew you a picture?
Smoking.
No.
Yeah, use a face. He was not the best drawer, I must say that, but
you could tell what it was, and he was trying,
It was a face.
So that was his projection of you.
Yeah.
That was his and that hurt you.
And yeah.
That hurt you. That oh wow,
Yeah,
man.
because
That's amazing, man.
That's crazy.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I don't want to do this no more now.
Yeah.
And then it's probably was the wind draws. I don't know but they got me to do that what I did before the police came and all that stuff. But I ended up in a mental hospital for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then CPS got involved. A lot of things weren't going on to that time. So I went stayed in a hotel for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know this guy that does remodeling. So I called him. I got a few people that I know call him. He always gives me work. So I'm glad that I have a vehicle. I still got the vehicle. I got a vehicle finally. And I called him. Hey, you have any work? Say, yep. Say, how far are you? Where are you staying? I can pick you up, or you can come to me. And I thought I was just gonna work maybe a couple days here. One day he tells me, you want to work full time? I say, yeah. I say, you have a house where you staying? I say, I'm staying in a hotel. So he tells me, you know what? I have an extra room in my house. You can come and stay with us.
Really?
It was a nice house though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's like 6,000 square feet right in there. Story. Real nice. Since he got a construction company, I mean, he can do, he got
It was a blessing.
Yeah. So and
And
then
then
you went and stayed with
I
him.
wanted to stay with him,
Okay.
and then I stayed there for about I would say August, September, or maybe September, October,
Mm-hmm.
into like February, like
Mhm.
January,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when I started working at this job that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started first, it was part time, so it was maybe when I didn't have no work with him and stuff. But it started coming more for these jobs, so he gets upset one weekend because on the weekend he gets a job. He didn't tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, hey, well, I already have this, I'm already on schedule in there, and I have to give him 2 week notice for me so they can find somebody else to do it. So he got upset, he threw me out.
Mm-hmm.
And then my ex tells me, she asked me, I forgot, I talked to her one day about something, I forget. And then she calls me back and said, hey, you want to come stay with me? And there we go. I moved with her, started smoking again.
Hmm.
Golly.
So-
Man, there's a lot.
That's your ex, the mother of your children. Yeah.
So
There's a pattern there, Raul.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Tell us
to the
about that,
story.
Raul. Tell me, what the pattern? Do you see a pattern there? My
Yes.
co-host,
The baby mama.
baby mama drama. God dang, every damn time. I'm telling you, every damn time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, baby mamas, man. We gotta leave them alone, Edgar. We gotta leave them alone, man. Yeah. Hey, I gotta.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Edgar, we really appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing your story, man. Ricky, I got a few questions for you, man.
Go ahead on, man. Don't get me to lying though.
You know,
You see my taco vote for taco shirt I'm wearing?
man, I like it. I
Like
like
that?
It.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Watch out.
Let's see.
Watch out though. Huh? Vote for tacos.
Not meatless.
Meatless tacos. Damn
Man.
straight.
That's-
Anyway, what's your question for me, dog?
man,
Take
how-
it easy on me because I'm sensitive.
Well, I got one, man. How do you eat meatless tacos?
How do I, man? Your shoe, bro. Ask Chris. Dude, they're amazing.
be lying,
I'm gonna
'cause
make
you
some
ain't-
for you. I'm gonna make some for you. I
Uh,
made, yeah, dude, all week long, dude. I'm gonna hook you up, man. I'm
Man.
gonna hook you up.
That's what's up.
Meatless taco. Did you know how did you, or is it you just making fun of my shirt?
What about what?
The meatless tacos that I made this week.
No,
I
didn't
did,
know.
man.
was
They were
just- I was just
badass. Like
messing
3 days,
around.
man. Right, Chris? Last week and this week, man. Man, I'm gonna hook you up. You're
That's
gonna
what's up.
mira, vato. You're gonna lick your hands, man, even your toes. But hey, man, listen, we're getting close to closing time, right?
Yeah.
So, man, Raul, tell me what other questions you got. You got
Man,
anything for
do
me
you-
or
Do you know what's going on with the popularity has been up? We have a whole wide different audience, man. Did you know
yeah?
that?
No, I didn't know,
we,
man.
we got a lot of push. People are enjoying
Huh?
what we're having to say, what you're having to say, your
Mhm.
stories, your recovery, your addiction, because it speaks a lot to people who know that recovery is possible, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mhm.
think that's what a lot of people feel and get from this. Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
if you're man, if you want to be on the show, you give me a call, man.
Schedule it, man. Who Bruce? Who
Alma
is he?
too. He was
Is
the
she
one-
gonna take? Is she? You guys gonna? Is she gonna come on? You
Well,
gonna talk to her or what?
I don't
Talk
know
to
her, but that's
Yeah.
that's the email. Y'all
All right.
email us and let's figure
Well,
it
I'll tell
out.
you what. You reach out to Bruce, and I reach out to Alma. See what
Okay,
happens. Yeah, 'cause she's
done.
my friend on. She's my
Okay.
friend on Facebook. She used
Then
to be
let's
my
do that.
neighbor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she used to be my neighbor.
let's do that, man.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
Man, we're helping.
Yes, absolutely, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm glad that Edgar reached out, man. Actually, we reached out to him. I reached out to him and reminded him about the and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm over here in Rosenberg, but I'll be over. Put my shit down, man, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
over there." And he kind of made it. He jolted over here, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, bro. I think I really enjoy meeting. We haven't met, man, and I think I'd like for you to come around, man. I know Rosenberg's a way off.
That's okay.
But man, you're a cool dude. This is a cool guy, man.
Yeah.
I'd like for us to get to know you a little better, man. Maybe we can hang out. Yeah. Orale, that's a bet, man. Huh? There you go. That's my man. Orale.
Hey,
That's
with,
true.
with-
Yeah.
With that, you guys always be sure to share and like and comment, man. If you got somebody that you want to be a guest, let us know and we'll make it happen. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. And don't forget to share it. Let people know what we're trying to do.
And
here.
everybody give an applause. Give me an applause, Raul, for our special guest, Edgar. Edgar,
I-
applause with the thing.
broke
La
it.
chingadera.
I broke the button.
There you go.
I reset it.
You reset it. Was
Yeah.
it me? It's not working?
It's actually set up from my other podcast.
Me lleva la
I forgot to switch it
chingada.
over.
Okay,
So,
good enough.
Yeah,
Good enough. Hey, and with that being said, man, tell me what's our jingle?
man. Hey, Ricky,
What?
the lie's dead.
We do recover. Órale.